Imagine this. You've been studying for hours, reading the same notes over and over. But when the exam comes, your mind goes completely blank. Yeah, we've all been there. Now, what if I told you there's a super simple technique used by one of the smartest humans who ever lived that can help you actually understand anything, remember it longer, and ace your exams without burning out? This is called the Feynman Technique, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to use it, step by step, to crush your next exam with confidence. Let's be real, most of us study the wrong way. We highlight everything, reread chapters, and convince ourselves that familiarity equals understanding. But here's the truth. Knowing something in your head isn't the same as being able to explain it out loud. That's where the Feynman technique comes in. It forces your brain to move from memorizing to understanding, which means the information actually sticks. So, who was Feynman? Richard Feynman was a Nobel Prize-winning physicist known as the Great Explainer. He believed that if you can't explain something simply, you don't really understand it. And that's the entire point of this method. You learn by teaching. The Feynman technique has 4 simple steps, and if you follow them, you'll be able to learn any subject, math, biology, history, or even philosophy, faster and deeper than ever before. All right, let's break this down. Step 1. Pick a concept and write it down. Choose one topic from your syllabus. Say, photosynthesis. Now, grab a blank page and write the topic at the top. Step 2. Explain it as if you're teaching a 10-year-old. No jargon, no fancy words, just simple language. Pretend you're explaining it to a friend who's never heard of it. For example, photosynthesis is how plants make their own food using sunlight, water, and air. If you can make it that simple, you get it. Step 3. Identify the gaps in your understanding. As you explain, you'll hit moments where you pause and think, wait, how does that work again? That's good. That's your brain showing you where you're unclear. Go back to your textbook or notes and fill in those gaps. Step 4. Simplify and organize again. Now rewrite your explanation in even simpler terms. Shorter sentences, clearer logic. If possible, draw diagrams or flowcharts. This step transforms messy knowledge into crystal clarity. Bonus tip: teach it for real. Explain the concept to a friend, your pet, or even an imaginary student in front of a mirror. When you teach it, your brain has to retrieve and connect the information. That's what builds long-term memory. Here's how I used this before my own exams. I was struggling with thermodynamics and it just wouldn't stick. So I started explaining it out loud, pretending I was teaching a 6th grader, and suddenly things clicked. I realized the problem wasn't the concept. It was how I was thinking about it. By breaking it down into simple ideas, I understood it so well that in the exam, I didn't just memorize, I could reconstruct it from scratch. That's the power of this method. So let's recap. 1. Pick your topic. 2. Explain it simply. 3. Find your gaps. 4. Simplify and teach it again. That's it. 4 steps. No complicated systems, no 10-hour study marathons. The Feynman technique doesn't just help you study, it helps you think better. So the next time you sit down to study, don't just read, teach. You'll be amazed how fast you start to truly understand things. If this video helped you, hit that like button so more students can find it. Drop a comment below telling me which subject you're going to try the Feynman technique on first, and don't forget to subscribe, because I've got more powerful study hacks coming your way every week. Until then, keep learning smart, not hard. See you in the next one.